Oh, hello. Thank you. Hello, Steve White, Steve White's 89. Sorry it wasn't in focus when I started. But yes, I finally got a Scorge. Because I had a sweep. And I'm like, you know what? I looked at the photos. I couldn't tell any difference between the Scorges and the sweeps. So I'm like, I'm just going to get a sweep. They're cheaper. There's plenty of them. I didn't think there was any difference. I thought they were just selling them with different artwork. But then I saw someone compare them and I realized, oh, they're actually a totally different blue. I was looking at the paint itself and I'm like, no, it's grey in the same parts, blue in the same parts, got the same pink fingers, same mould, all the details the same. They just seem to be selling them as sweeps and Scorges. And I'm like, well, that's fine, I'll just get one. And it wasn't until, like I said, I saw someone compare them. Oh no! Oh no, I just spotted the difference. This thing on the back of their head. How did I not notice that? I guess I was just looking at the bodies. So there is a difference. There's a physical difference between them. I thought there was no difference, and then I thought it's just the paint colour, and now I'm looking at it like, that part on the back of his head is totally different. I had no idea that was different. How did I miss that? How embarrassing. But either way, I've got him now. So I'm probably going to get one other sweep. So I think one Scourge and 2 sweeps is enough. I don't need like 3, 6, 7 of them, however many there were in the show eventually. But that's really the only difference. And the gun's the same colour as the plastic, but it's just a different colour plastic. Now this is based more on the toy colour. And of course I have the toy. Although my lighting, I'm realising, is quite yellow, and these are not looking anywhere near as bright and blue as they do in person. So sorry about that, but yeah, I can't do much about that. I think it's just how the settings go sometimes. But yeah, so this is more in line with the toy colour, although they look quite different, but I guess closer than that. But yeah, these look really close in colour. This is just a little bit darker, but it doesn't read very well on camera. But yeah, so the original, it's sort of, the sweep is sort of based on, the Scorge is based on the Scorge character, and the sweep is more on the animated character. And the only difference, I guess, this part on the head and also the colour, because they were a sort of duller, sort of lighter blue, whereas this was more of a darker, brighter blue. But it wasn't that noticeable between the cartoon and that. And there are little things like that you don't really notice and then you don't really care about later on. But I finally got one, and I'm going to get another one at least. There's plenty around the same price. This was out of the box. That's why it's not an unboxing. I don't have the packaging because, yeah, I'm just like, you know what? It's really cheap, and I just wanted an extra one. And I didn't really know there was a difference until I was looking at someone comparing 2 of them. I'm like, oh, there's a colour difference. Oh, okay, so there is a difference. And now I have them there. I'm like, oh, there's the thing on the head I didn't even notice. So now I'm glad I have both. Kind of like there's the different Cyclonus, the cartoon colour and, you know, the movie colour. But I need a couple of this guy. I need 2 others of this. And one thing with this is I've noticed my reissue one has a sticker here. My original one was painted blue, and there was a Decepticon sticker on the blue, and it wasn't like shiny or metallic. It was just plain blue. So I guess I have to get an original one in really good condition, and another one of these KOs, and then I'll have those as sweeps. Like that makes sense. The reissues, the third-party KO ones can be the sweeps, and the actual, you know, Scorge will be Scorge, like an original vintage one. Just have to find one in box or in really mint condition. But yeah, not much else to say now. These are really. I also discovered that the back wings actually do click in place, because sometimes I'd have them all the way out, like that, and taking up a lot of space width-wise, and feeling like that's more how I felt like he looked in the cartoon. I felt like his wings were really big and were really sort of like wings. But actually, they're supposed to actually click in place on the back here like that, which I didn't realise. Oh, just wait a minute. Oh my god. That's a separate part on the back. Ah, okay. So they are identical. This part is actually part of the transformation. The person just didn't transform it the same way. Okay, I had no idea. So they are exactly the same physical toy. It's just the colour, which is what I thought at first. So, okay. I don't know if that's supposed to be up there, if that just, I don't think it is. I think it's just part of the transformation. The person who transformed it before they sold it, didn't get that part right, and I thought it was actually molded on there and actually a different part, but it's not. So wasn't that a fascinating revelation / mistake? But yes, so I finally got a Scorge and a sweep, and I found out the difference, and I do want another sweep, so I can have one Scorge and 2 sweeps on either side of him, and that's it. I'm not going to get any more. I am going to get the toy colour Cyclonus, so I've got 2 Cyclonuses, light and dark, toy and cartoon colour. And this one, I think, because of this difference in the sticker and paint, I will get another one of these, and I'll get an original. So that's my way of dealing with the sweeps, the clone issue. I'm not going to, I can't say I won't get more, but they'll be literally last on the list when I've got every other Transformer. But yep, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of, well, the difference between these 2 figures and whether or not you should be buying multiples.